gosh, congratulations. We are pleased to offer you admission to the University of San Francisco School of Law for the fall 2021 full-time division. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alondra Elizabeth if you're new here. I know I haven't been up to date with videos on a weekly basis. I've just been feeling kind of burnt out from like work and the fact that the start of law school is getting closer and closer. So yeah, I just apologize for being a little bit laggy. In this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about why I chose to go to law school for like two main reasons. One, so that you all can get to know me better and know a little bit more about my backstory, and two, for myself as a reminder as to why I am going on this journey and why I have worked so hard and want to continue seeing this till the end. So hope you enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. Okay, so I actually decided to go to law school in like middle school. I don't know when you all figured out that you guys wanted to do law school or what type of law. I know a lot of people don't know the type of law before they go to school, but in middle school, that's when I realized my parents didn't have a status, and I started like putting things together. Middle school, you're still fairly young, but I feel like I started to put things together about like I didn't know my grandparents, why we didn't travel, why we didn't do certain things, and I started to put it together and think about the fact that it was because of a lack of status. So I started this idea thinking, oh, I want to be an attorney, I want to work in that, and it was very, very like low base, but people always ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up, and so that became my answer. In high school, we always had to do a lot of benchmark projects. I don't know if everyone had to do these, but it was like research projects essentially. And I started to do my research projects on different facets of immigration, like whether it be immigration law, the system, the way people perceive immigrants. Like I really just started to be interested in that subject matter and started looking more and more into it, and became much more solidified in the fact that I wanted to be an immigration attorney. And it's kind of crazy to think that for 4 years in high school, like that's what I thought I wanted to do, but I didn't really do anything crazy about it. High schoolers seem a lot very stressed because they are trying their best to be like the perfect candidate for a school. I didn't really go through high school thinking that way, but I did go through high school knowing that I wanted to be an immigration attorney. I just happened to really enjoy being in the AP classes and like doing all my extracurriculars that when I applied to college, it worked out that I went to a good school. And while I was at UCLA, that goal of being an immigration attorney became much more real because grades were very important, and the connections you made really meant something. But thankfully, when I was in high school in my senior project, I did it on immigration, and I had to intern at a law firm, I didn't have to intern at a law firm. I had to intern in the field of the subject matter, and because I was doing it on immigration, there weren't many fields for me to be able to complete my hours for the project, and I ended up doing it at a local immigration law firm. And with them, when I graduated high school, my dad convinced me to walk in there with my resume and ask them if they could give me a job, which is insane. I don't even know how he managed to convince me to do that, but I really did. I walked in there and asked them if they were hiring. And the office manager reviewed my resume, saw that I was going to be going to UCLA. The big boss was UCLA alumni, and she said, "Oh, he's going to like this," and like highlighted it and said, I'm going to show him your resume when he comes back from court, and then we'll see what we can do about you wanting to work with us. And so I left. Funny story. I was going on a date that day, and I got a call back about 2 hours later. I was like mid curling my hair before to go on my date when I get a call from the office saying, hey, like, the boss is back, like, he wants to interview you right now. Do you have time? Can you come back? And I was like, no. I was like, I want this job. My hair is half curled. I am going on a date. What do I do? So I called my date and I was like, hey, like, you want to give me a ride to the law firm for an interview for a job, and then go on our date. And so he did. So I don't even know what I did with my hair because I did not have time to finish the other half. Don't remember. But went on the interview, had the interview. The boss asked me what I had done with them while I was interning. I only did 15 hours as an intern, and I just made copies, etc. Whatever. He asked about what I wanted to do in the future. Told him I wanted to be an immigration attorney. He said, great, when can you start? And I started that Friday. Yeah, I started on Friday because I was like Wednesday when I went in to ask about the job. And that experience really helped me. When I was at UCLA, I was able to, I already have job experience, and I was able to apply to jobs as a student at UCLA. It wasn't immigration related. I worked in human resources during my time there, but it still served to, hone my office skills and working honestly with coworkers that are older than myself, because that is honestly kind of a different vibe to be a young and coworkers who are married, have kids, etc. But it was just very good learning experience when it comes to being able to manage clients, etc. Because human resources with immigration means a lot of hand-to-hand work with people who don't know how to use technology, who need urgent help in getting things together, and you have to be able to explain things to them in a way that they can understand. Also, that I speak Spanish, so that using Spanish and English terms and knowing how to translate back and forth between technical terms. And and while at UCLA, I think I mentioned this before, but I was very involved with the Catholic Center in their social justice sphere, and I was able to visit the border in Nogales, Arizona, Nogales, Sonora, and I was able to volunteer on the ground with an organization that feeds and does a myriad of things, honestly, with migrants who are just deported, and currently the situation with families who are waiting for asylum. So I was able to go twice during my time at UCLA, one time as a participant, another time as a leader, but all of that served to help and solidify the fact that I wanted to do immigration law and kind of just continue to increase that passion. But another thing that I realized with that growing sense of knowing that I wanted to do this path was the fact that everybody knew that I wanted to do this. So I felt a lot of pressure to do it, to make it. Even now that I am going to law school and I'll be starting in the fall, it's still scary to think that I could still not make it, and that everybody would know that I didn't make it, and this has been the thing that I've been working towards since I was in middle school, etc. So that pressure has always been there, but I find that the more I can connect with real people, like the people who need the help and need the support, the better, I don't want to say the better I feel, but just the more connected that I feel to the cause. And it reminds me that even though I may struggle, I will never struggle as much as they do, and that if I struggle through this, I could be someone who can help them lessen their struggle. So yeah, I just kept at it, and I just kept this forefront of attorney, immigration in the forefront. And during this gap year that kind of got forced on me due to the pandemic, I have been serving as a legal assistant at an immigration nonprofit in LA, and it's just been kind of seeing different spheres from like a private law firm at my hometown to groundwork at a border versus at like a nonprofit in like a metropolitan city. It's been very interesting, and I'm just very excited to continue going into immigration law in law school. And it's been crazy the amount of times that you get told like, oh, you never know, you can change your mind. But I don't know, I mean, I've been at this for years and have explored different avenues of it, so I'm just very excited to see where this takes me. And this is a very long-winded story, but this is why I am wanting to go into immigration law, why I'm going to law school. Started from like my parents, my own kind of family, like increasing my knowledge of the situation and feeling a very deep connection to the community and empathy and wanting to do something about it. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you found this interesting, inspiring. I don't know. I just really want to put my story out there. Hopefully it wasn't too crazy, windy, all over the place, and that it made sense. And yeah, hopefully I can get back on track with weekly videos. I've been a little bit more active on my Instagram, so if you're not following me there, go ahead and check it out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.